Hey, 15,000 sold out.
Period.
They talking about it, but she putting asses in them seats, man.
Yeah. Period. Killed the game.
When the whole situation between Remy Ma and Papoose first came out, almost everyone across the country was on Papoose's side. People saw him as the perfect example of loyalty and love. They remembered how he stood by Remy's side when she was in prison for 8 years, visiting her, supporting her, and waiting for her release. Even Remy herself admitted it during interviews and talk shows. She often said that Papoose stayed loyal, cared for her, and never gave up on their marriage. But everything changed when rumors started spreading that Remy had been unfaithful. Suddenly, the public turned on her. Many people painted her as the bad one while Papoose became the innocent husband who had been betrayed. Everyone was Team Papoose back then. Now though, the situation seems to be shifting again. Many women, especially black women, are starting to look at Papoose differently. They've noticed that he's now dating Claressa Shields, even though he hasn't finalized his divorce from Remy Ma. Claressa is younger, ambitious, and has talked about wanting to start a family. But some people are warning her not to rush into things. They're telling Claressa to slow down and pay attention to the warning signs. These women believe that maybe Remy wasn't entirely wrong about Papoose. Some are even saying he might be taking advantage of Claressa, using her fame and success to boost himself while claiming credit for her achievements. The same people who once praised him for loyalty are now questioning his motives. And this shift has started an intense debate about whether Papoose is really the man everyone once thought he was.
I'm gonna have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year. And then probably have another one and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids. Right. I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old.
That's what I mean.
So I think that keeping my body in shape, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I think that'll also help me too when I'm going through this whole body and life changing stuff.
Now, many black women are speaking up and calling Papoose out, holding him accountable for his actions. They're saying that while everyone knows what happened with Remy Ma, this time Papoose seems to be the one creating problems. On the other hand, Claressa Shields seems deeply in love with him and might not see what's really happening. Some people believe Claressa grew up in a sheltered environment and may have been taken advantage of by men in the past, making it hard for her to recognize genuine love from manipulation. One of her close friends even shared some upsetting claims about how her trainers treated her when she was younger, though nothing has been confirmed. Despite all the concerns and criticism surrounding Papoose, Claressa continues to defend him and speak highly of their relationship.
Claressa baby, please stop the interviews, okay? Listen, it's bad enough you out here flaunting your relationship with a married man. That's okay. Papoose and Remy, they separated. It is what it is. She doing her, he doing him. Till that shit get finalized, y'all all do each other. But baby, I swear I be trying to root for you. I do. But then motherfuckers always keep sending me shit. Now you on fucking interviews, sitting here talking about y'all planning to have a baby. You gonna pause your career for a little bit, have another baby. Listen, baby. You can't talk about none of that stuff until Papoose actually get a divorce. I'm sorry. He got you looking crazy out here. Like, I'm not trying to be smart, but you looking crazy out here. You can be in a loving relationship. You can love your man, and that's all great. But baby, until that man get a divorce, that paperwork is signed. Please don't be out here talking about y'all having no baby, you planning nothing. See, that's where you be going too far. And I promise you, I be trying to work with your motherfucking ass. I fucking do. But baby, you gotta...
I used to support Papoose because even Remy Ma once praised him for being loyal and standing by her through everything. From the outside, he always seemed like a dedicated family man. But now, things are starting to look different. Tasha K, who used to speak positively about him, has completely changed her tone. She's now calling Papoose a virus and warning Claressa Shields to stay far away from him. Tasha doesn't like how Papoose tried to take credit for Claressa's recent success, claiming he helped fill the stadium with over 15,000 fans. According to her, he's putting himself in the spotlight and feeding off Claressa's fame and hard work. She believes he's using her popularity to rebuild his own image and career, instead of genuinely supporting her growth.
So again, profiting off of the black community, while Claressa is a hardworking boxer, and I don't like to bring up grievances and things like that, but you know, my heart and prayers really do go out to the people who lost their lives the other day in New York City. Moving into my next topic, Claressa here, I feel like Claressa has been taken advantage of her whole life. She's been boxing since forever. I don't know her childhood, but I do know that her best friend who grew up with her came out and made some rather disturbing videos about Claressa being taken advantage of when she was younger as a young boxer by her coaches and getting pregnant and things like this. And so when I see people like Papoose enter the Cash App requesting money from people like Claressa, after Remy has already warned us that, you know, he preyed on her when she was in jail. He wasn't making no money. It was Remy's money. And she said she put everything in his name only to come out and then have to work. And then he's getting the benefit of the solid black man, of the black man that's holding everything down. So when I look at this same thing possibly being done to Claressa, and she's slow by default, and I'm talking about slow as in, you know, she probably got some early stage, you know, some issues going on, being knocked around, you know, it does have an effect on your brain and on your cognitive thinking and stuff, and you're not able to see straight. And if she was already taken advantage of by her coaches, surely it's easier for a bum like this to come in and take advantage of her too. And so when I saw his latest post after her fight, after he let her get out the car with that Beyonce butched outfit on, I was a little disturbed by that, because I said any man in their right mind would have told their woman, no, we're not going to post the outfit just so we can reiterate and y'all can bash her for how awful she looks. But her man let her get out the car like that, okay? And then he was her hype man beside her. And so after she won, again, you know, she's undefeated, he decided to take credit. Man, Claressa, listen, I know you don't like me. I get it. I never liked this for you from the beginning, because, you know, when Remy put out those messages of you begging Papoose to call you back, tell you where he is, he was going between her and you, wouldn't leave the house that she was paying for. I think she released footage of him pushing her down by a pool that they was having reconstructed or built. And he had another woman in California, and now you're outside with this man, and it seems disingenuous on his part too to even be outside with you, because you had to beg him to even call you back or acknowledge you before. After all of this, he's still married, and you're doing PR campaigns saying you're going to have a baby by him. Claressa better not marry this man. That's all I got to say. All I know is when I see posts like this from Papoose saying, big congratulations to my love at Claressa on another victory. You put on a boxing masterclass, says Remy's husband, Papoose, okay? Wow. From the way you interact with your family down to being a perfectionist when it comes to your craft, all good, okay? You are a true queen, true gaslighting, my opinion, okay? You being mentioned with the all-time greats is overdue and well-deserved. You did for women's boxing what many have attempted, completely sold out an arena, and they all came to see the GOAT, okay? Glad I'm able to add value, says Papoose, Remy's husband, from behind the scenes executive standpoint. He wants to take credit and say that he's glad he's able to add value from a behind-the-scenes executive standpoint. What is a behind-the-scenes executive standpoint? What does that position entail? Exactly. What behind the scenes? Claressa was winning before she met you, but because she been getting knocked around by people and by her coaches, I just feel like Papoose is a virus that just refuses to let his hair just fall out. And he sees black women the same way that Tyler Perry does. Wants to take credit, and then from a behind-the-scenes executive standpoint, meanwhile, you the main person causing the problems. You won't get a job.
It looks like Papoose might be facing some serious backlash again, because the Sisterhood, the group of women who once supported him, is now turning against him. All it took was one voice, and suddenly everyone followed. When Tasha K supported him, most women online were defending him too. But now that she's switched sides, people are calling him out for trying to take credit for Claressa Shields' success. They're saying he's not working, living off her fame, and that maybe Remy Ma was right about him all along. The situation is getting messy because Claressa has been open about wanting a baby, and a future with Papoose. Some people think she's being used, while others hope the two can make it work. Personally, I'm still rooting for them. She's young, talented, and confident, and if Papoose can genuinely help her grow, that could be a good thing. But Tasha K calling him a virus has definitely stirred the pot, and you just know Remy Ma is watching it all unfold with a smirk. Behind the scenes, things must be tense. Claressa and Tasha K already don't get along, so hearing her name dragged again must sting. Still, I think some of what's being said is just gossip from people who don't know the full story. From what I've seen, Papoose seems like a decent man who may just be caught in a complicated situation. Hopefully, he and Claressa can figure things out and prove everyone wrong. If more news drops, we'll definitely talk about it. But for now, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what y'all think about this whole mess.